हेलो बच्चों। कैसे हो आप लोग। तो आज हम स्टार्ट करेंगे स्ट्रक्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन एनिमल्स। स्ट्रक्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन एनिमल्स फ्रॉम द माइक्रोस्कोपिक वर्ल्ड of single cells to the complex bodies of multicellular organisms, nature has evolved remarkable systems of organization. In unicellular organisms, a single cell performs all life functions: digestion, respiration, and reproduction. However, in complex multicellular animals like humans, billions of specialized cells work together in a coordinated manner to sustain life. This intricate organization follows a hierarchical pattern. Cells grow together to form tissues, tissue combine to create organs, and organs work collectively as organ systems. This division of labor ensures efficient functioning and survival of the organism as a whole. Understanding this structural organization reveals the elegant blueprint that underlies all complex animal life. Animal tissues, the building blocks of life. Epithelial tissue, protective covering and lining tissue with tightly packed cells and minimal intercellular matrix. Connective tissue, most abundant tissue that binds, supports, and protects other tissues throughout the body. Muscular tissue, contractile tissue correspond for movement and maintaining body positions. Neural tissue, specialized tissue that controls body responses and coordinates activities. All complex animals, despite their diversity, consist of only four basic types of tissues. These tissues organize in specific proportions and patterns to form organs like the heart, lungs, and the kidneys. The structure of cells varies according to their functions, which determines the characteristics and classification of different types of tissues. Each tissue type has evolved specific features that enable it to perform its unique role. Epithelial tissues form protective barriers. Connective tissues provide structural support. Muscular tissues generate force and movement. And neural tissues process and transmit information. This specialization allows for the complex coordination necessary in multicellular organisms. Epithelial tissues, nature's protective barrier. Epithelial tissues forms the protective covering and lining of the body. These tissues have a free surface that faces either body fluids or the external environment, making them the body's first line of defense. The cells are compactly arranged with minimal intercellular spaces, creating effective barriers. There are two main categories: simple epithelium, composed of single layer of lining body cavities and enabling absorption, and compound epithelium with multiple layers providing enhanced protection. Simple epithelium is further classified into squamous, flat cells for diffusion, cuboidal, cube shaped for secretion and absorption, and columnar, tall cells for secretion and absorption. These are mostly for absorption. The cuboidal cells mostly forms glands and in present in PCT, and columnar for mostly for absorption found in intestines. Specialized epithelial cells form glands that produce vital substances. Unicellular glands like goblet cells secrete mucus, while multicellular glands such as salivary gland produce enzymes. Exocrine glands release products through ducts, while endocrine glands secrete hormones directly into the bloodstream. This is endocrine gland secreting hormone to the bloodstream, and this is duodenum, and this is pancreas secreting their secretion, pancreatic juice, that is exocrine gland, to the duodenum, that is through the duct. This is duct, there is no duct, ductless. Cell junctions play crucial roles in epithelial function. Tight junctions prevent leakage across tissues, adhering junctions cement neighboring cells together, and gap junctions allow cellular communication through cytoplasmic connection. These connections enable coordinated tissue function and maintain structural integrity. As you can see from here, this is a flattened cell of epithelium, simple epithelium. This is cube-like cell, this is columnar, and these are the little cilia that is present over the columnar cells. As you can see, in a columnar cells, the nucleus mostly present in the ends. If this is a columnar cells, they are present in here ends. As you can see over here. This is unicellular gland, and this is multicellular gland. This is our goblet cells secreting gastric juices in stomach. And this is in salivary glands. Connective tissue, the body's support network. Connective tissue, the body's support network. Connective tissues are the most abundant and widely distributed tissues in complex animals. True to their name, they connect, support, and protect other tissues and organs throughout the body. These versatile tissue ranges from soft, flexible forms of to rigid, specialized types including cartilage, bone, and blood. Loose connective tissue, areolar and adipose tissues with cells and fibers arranged in semi-fluid ground substance, providing framework and energy storage. Dense connective tissue, compactly packed fibers forming tendons and ligaments that connect muscles to bones and bones to each other. This is the loose connective tissue, areolar and adipose tissue. As you can see here, this is the adipose tissue and this is the areolar tissue. Adipose tissue meaning a tissue containing fats, and areolar tissue are the skin tissue. Adipose tissue found beneath the skin to provide cushioning effect. Dense connective tissue, compactly packed fibers forming tendons and ligaments that connect muscles to bones and bones to each other. As you can see over here, this is the collagen fiber. These are dense connective, this is dense regular tissue and this is dense irregular tissue. The collagen fiber, these are the collagen fibers. The um, thread-like structure. As you can see, these are the collagen fibers, and this is dense regular, arranged regularly, and this is dense irregular, arranged irregularly. Specialized connective tissue, cartilage, bone, and blood. Highly specialized forms with unique functions in structure and transport. As you can see over here, the specialized connective tissues include cartilage, bone, and blood. The cartilage, this is the lacunae. This is the lacunae of bone. This is the lacunae of cartilage. As you can see, it contains chondrocytes, and here it contains osteocytes. Let's name it. Now, most connective tissues contain cells that secrete structural protein like collagen and elastin. Which forms fibers, providing strength and flexibility. These cells also produce modified polysaccharides that accumulate as matrix or ground substance between cells and fibers. Blood, unique among connective tissues, lacks fibers but serves as the body's primary transport medium, containing plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. The bone marrow within certain bones serves as the production site for blood cells, highlighting the interconnected nature of the connective tissue. Bone marrow within certain bones serves as the production site for blood cells. Bone marrow serves as the production site of blood cells, highlighting the interconnected nature of connective tissues. Cartilage provides flexible support and cushioning, while bone forms the rigid structural framework supporting the entire body and protecting vital organs. Muscular and neural tissues, movement and control. Skeletal muscle. Striated muscle tissues attached to bones are responsible for voluntary movement. Bundle parallel fiber contract in coordinated fashion to move body parts. Smooth muscle. Non-striated fusiform muscle fiber in organ walls. These involuntary muscle controls internal organ functions like digestion and blood flow. Cardiac muscles. Specialized heart muscle with intercalated disc enabling synchronized contraction works continuously to pump blood throughout the body. It is present in the heart, କହିଲେ ବାଡ଼ିବୁ. As we can see over here, this is the skeletal muscle tissue. This is the smooth muscle tissue, and this is the cardiac muscle tissue. Muscle tissue consists of long cylindrical fibers containing numerous myofibrils. These fibers contract and relax in coordinated patterns, enabling movement and position maintenance. Each muscle type has unique characteristics suited to its specific function. Neural tissue exerts the greatest control over the body's response to environmental changes. Neurons, the functional unit of nervous system, are excitable cells capable of generating and transmitting electrical disturbances along the membranes. Only neuroglial cells constitutes more than half the volume of neural tissue, providing protection and support for neurons. When stimulated, neurons can trigger responses in adjacent neurons and other cells, creating complex communication network throughout the body. So through neural tissue, they can um, generate and transmit electrical impulses to each other to distances. As you can see over here, this is a neuron and this is the cell body of the nucleus, also known as cyton. This is the nucleus, this is the axon of it, and this is the dendrite, and this is the neuroglial cells that pro- protects the neuron. And these there are small cells called as the myoglia, myelin sheath that protects the axon from being damaged. Organ systems coordinated complexity from cells to systems. Cells, basic structural and functional units specialized for specific tasks. Tissues, groups of similar cells working together to perform common functions. Organs, combinations of different tissues organized to carry out specific functions. Organ systems, groups of organs working together through physical and chemical interaction. The progression from cells to organ system represent increasing level of biological organization and complexity. Each level builds up upon the previous one, creating emergent properties that enable complex life functions. For example, the human heart contains all four tissues types working in perfect condition: epithelial tissue lining the chamber, connective tissue providing structure, muscular tissue generating contraction, and neural tissue controlling rhythm. The hierarchical organization demonstrates evolution solution to managing complexity. When two or more organs cooperate through physical and chemical interaction, they form organ systems like the digestive, respiratory, and circulatory system. This division of labor ensures efficient functioning while maintaining the delicate balance necessary for survival. Understanding these organizations help us appreciate how millions of cells coordinate their activities to maintain life. Each component, from the smallest cell to the most complex organ system, plays a vital role in the survival of the organism as a whole. Now, for the syllabus as it is included, cockroach, a model arthropod. As you know, it is an arthropod, it belongs to the phylum Arthropod. The common cockroach, Periplaneta americana, represents a highly successful arthropod design that has remained virtually unchanged for millions of years. As you can see over here, what is Periplaneta? This is a genus of the species, and this is the specific epithet. Species epithet. Represent highly successful arthropod design that has remained virtually unchanged for millions of years. These nocturnal omnivores demonstrate remarkable adaptability, thriving in diverse environments worldwide. Their brown or black segmented bodies, protected by a hard chitinous exoskeleton, exemplify the arthropod body plan. External features. This is the head of the cockroach. Body divided into head, thorax, and abdomen. Hard chitinous exoskeleton with flexible joints. Compound eyes for mosaic vision. Thread-like antenna for environmental monitoring. 3 pairs of walking legs and 2 pairs of wings. This is the ocellus, the rudimentary organ. This is the compound eye. This is the ocellus, the simple eye. This is the maxilla, this is mandible, labrum, and labium. Here is the important part. You have to memorize it. It is asked in NEET many times that the upper part of the mouth is the labrum. The grinding region, incision region is the mandible. The holding region is the maxilla, and the lower region of the mouth is labium. The tongue of the mouth is hypopharynx. Cockroach head shows remarkable mobility due to the flexible neck and bears sophisticated sensory structures including compound eyes with approximately 2000 hexagonal ommatidia. This provides mosaic vision excellent for detecting movement and navigating in low light conditions. The mouth part are adapted for biting, chewing, featuring a labrum, mandibles, maxilla, and labium surrounding a flexible hypopharynx. Sexual dimorphism is evident in cockroaches, with males possessing wings extended beyond the abdomen and distinctive anal styles. At the 10th cerci, at the 10th segment, females have a boat-shaped 7th sternum forming a brood pouch. Both sexes have 10 abdominal segments and paired anal cerci, jointed structures that detect air movement and vibration. Cockroach internal systems, efficient design. The pharynx, salivary gland, salivary reservoir, esophagus, crop, gizzard, hepatic ceca, the mesenteron or the midgut. This is asked in the NEET. Then Malpighian tubule, ileum, colon, and rectum. Malpighian tubule. This is the hepatic cc. It will ask the location of the hepatic cc between the foregut and the midgut. Location of the Malpighian tubule between the hindgut and the midgut. So you have to learn the location of these structures. Now, digestive system. Three-part alimentary canal with specialized regions, foregut with crop and gizzard for food storage and grinding, midgut for digestion and hindgut for waste elimination. Open circulatory system, heart pumps colorless hemolymph through body cavity rather than enclosed vessels bathing organs directly for efficient nutrients and waste exchange. Now, tracheal respiration, network of air-filled tubes delivering oxygen directly to tissues through spiracles, eliminating need for respiratory pigments in the blood. Cockroach digestive system demonstrates remarkable efficiency. Food enters through the mouth and passes through the pharynx to the esophagus, then to a crop for temporary storage. The muscular gizzard, lined with six chitinous plates, grinds food particles before they enter the midgut, where digestion occurs with the help of hepatic secretion. Excretion is handled by 100 to 150 yellow Malpighian tubules located in the midgut hindgut junction. These structures filter nitrogenous waste from the hemolymph and convert them to uric acid, making cockroaches uricotelic, an adaptation for water conservation in terrestrial environments. The nervous system consists of segmentally arranged ganglia connected by paired nerve cords. Remarkable if decapitated, a cockroach can survive for a week because the nervous system is distributed throughout the body with only basic functions controlled by the brain, as we have learned from the biological classification that except the chordates, the animals will possess the nervous system in the ventral side, and so does the cockroach. This is over here. It contains heart and spiracles and everything like that. This thing, it possesses this thing, heart and everything like that. Okay, and this is the digestive system. Here is their mouth, and here is the digestive system. It is not linear, of course. Now here, this network, not necessarily a network, contains ganglias. This is the nervous system. And this is the circulatory system. And this is the digestive system. Okay, so these are the alari muscles that coordinates the flow of hemolymph. Anterior aorta. These are the, from here there are small spaces from which the hemolymph enters and circulates throughout the heart than throughout the body. तो बच्चों, जैसे कि आप सब देख सकते हो कि कॉकरोच नर्वस सिस्टम नेटवर्क ऑफ सर्वाइवल यहाँ पर हम लोग पढ़ेंगे। ये है कॉकरोच का नर्वस सिस्टम। जैसे कि आप देख सकते हो, ये तीन क्या है? ये तीन है थोरेसिक गैंग्लिया। ये बड़े बड़े थोरेसिक गैंग्लिया है ये तीन। और ये छः जो है, ये छः है छोटे छोटे एब्डोमिनल गैंग्लिया। और ये जो छठा वाला जो है, ये जो गैंग्लिया है, ये सेगमेंट नंबर 3 सेगमेंट छोड़ के है ऊपर में, मतलब सेगमेंट नंबर 7 में एंड होता है। The cockroach possesses a highly adaptable nervous system reflecting its ancient evolutionary lineage and remarkable resilience. Unlike vertebrates with a centralized brain controlling most functions, the cockroach nervous system is decentralized network, allowing for independent segmental control and rapid reflex, which are crucial for its survival and evasive maneuvers. Supraesophageal ganglion, brain sensory integration center. Subesophageal ganglion, control mouth parts and necks. Abdominal ganglion, 6 smaller segmental ganglia. Thoracic ganglia, 3 large ganglia for locomotion. The primary command center is the supraesophageal ganglia, colloquially known as the brain. Supraesophageal ganglia is known as the brain. Located dorsally in the head capsule, the brain primarily integrates sensory information from the antenna and compound eyes and controls movements of the head appendages and general coordination. Below it, the subesophageal ganglion is responsible for coordinating the complex movements of the mouth parts and controlling some leg movements. A prominent paired ventral nerve cord extends through the entire length of the body, connecting a series of segmentally arranged ganglia. In the thorax, there are 3 large thoracic ganglia: prothoracic, mesothoracic, and metathoracic, each responsible for coordinating the intricate movement of the legs and the wings in its respective segment. Further along the abdomen houses typically 6 smaller abdominal ganglia, which governs the abdominal muscle contractions, the sensitive anal exercise input, and reproductive functions. This distributed arrangement is famously why a cockroach can continue to move and react for a period even after decapitation, as local reflexes are still operational, demonstrating an evolutionary advantage for rapid localized response to threat. Now, cockroach reproductive system, a blueprint for prolific survival. Cockroaches are renowned for their high reproductive capacity, a key factor in their evolutionary success and global distribution. Their reproductive systems are finely tuned for efficient gamete production, fertilization, and protection of offspring, allowing them to rapidly colonize new environments and withstand adverse conditions. Understanding these complex systems provides insights into their remarkable adaptability and persistence. This is the testis, this long, these are the testes, this is the phallic gland. You will be knowing about their functions later on. This is the small tubules, this is the long tubules, this is seminal vesicle, these are the seminal vesicle, this is vas deferens function to transport the sperms. This is the ejaculatory duct. The This is the right phallomere. This is the ventral phallomere. This is the anal circus, the anal cerci in plural. This is the caudal style only present in males. This is pseudopenis. This is titillator. This is left phallomere. The male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes, typically located dorsally in the fourth to sixth abdominal segment. Where spermatozoa are produced from each testis. A slender tube called a vas deferens emerges leading into the ejaculatory duct. This duct receives secretion from several mushroom-shaped accessory reproductive glands, notably the utricular glands and phallic gland, which contribute to the formation of spermatophore, a capsule containing sperm. Okay, these glands help to make the formation of spermatophore, a capsule containing sperms. The ejaculatory duct opens into genital pore, located within the external genitalia known as phallomeres. These asymmetrical chitinous structures aids in sperm transfer during copulation. The phallomeres. Female reproductive system, as you can see over here, these are the ovaries, these are the long ovaries, and this is the oviduct. This is the oviduct in which the eggs go through, and this is the common oviduct or the vagina. This is the spermatheca. This is the gonapophysis. This is the collateral glands. This is the genital chamber. This is vestibulum, and this is the genital pouch. The female reproductive system comprises two large ovaries, each composed of 8 ovarioles, ovarian tubules arranged in cluster. This is first ovarion, this is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, ninth. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 8 ovarioles, ovarian tubules arranged in clusters. Each ovariole contains a series of developing ova. The ovariole converge to form an oviduct, and the two oviducts unite to form a common oviduct or vagina, which opens into the genital chamber. A pair of spermatheca are present in the genital chamber, which store sperm received during copulation. Posterior to spermatheca, a large collateral gland secretes proteinaceous material that hardens to form the ootheca or egg case. Following fertilization within the genital chamber, the female encapsulates the eggs into a dark radius to black ootheca, which is then glued or dropped in suitable hiding place. Each ootheca typically contains 14 to 16 eggs. This is very important. The number of ootheca produced varies by species, but females can produce multiple ootheca in their lifetime, ensuring high reproductive rates. The sophisticated system allows cockroaches to produce and protect their offspring efficiently, contributing significantly to the ecological resilience. Means to fight with the ecosystem. Frogs, amphibian masters of two worlds: trunk, head, eye, forelimb, hand limb. Only two distinctive features. This is the trunk, this is the head, and here head it is eye. and in the trunk it is a hind limb and forelimb, and that's it. Hind limb is a muscular, more muscular than forelimb. Forelimb contains 4 fingers, hind limb contains 5 fingers. Forelimb contains a genital pouch over here in males. Frogs represent a fascinating transition between aquatic and terrestrial life. The common Indian frog, Rana tigrina, exemplifies amphibian characteristics that enable survival in both environments. As poikilotherms, their body temperature varies environmental conditions, requiring behavioral adaptations like estivation during summer heat and hibernation in winter cold. Because they are poikilotherms, their body temperature changes with their environment. As poikilotherms require estivation and hibernation because their temperature of body varies. Specialized skin. Smooth, moist skin with mucus glands serve multiple functions: protection, respiration, and water absorption. Never needs to drink, absorbs water through skin. Because they absorb water through skin, they don't have to drink water. Dual respiration, can breathe through skin underwater, cutaneous respiration, or through the lungs on land, pulmonary respiration. Buccal cavity also assists in breathing. Three-chambered heart, two atria and one ventricle with specialized circulation patterns including hepatic portal and renal portal systems for efficient organ functions. You know hepatic portal system, the portal system that connects the lungs to the intestine. Acha, what is portal system? Any circulatory system which connects not from heart to any organ, rather it connects from other two organs, is called portal system. Just like in hepatic portal system and renal portal system. In hepatic portal system, the lungs, I mean the liver and the intestine, they have a portal system, and in renal portal system, the kidney and the intestine have the portal system. There is one more portal system. This is the pituitary and the hypothalamus. Frog anatomy, in which the hormone from releasing hormone and inhibiting hormone from hypothalamus comes to the pituitary gland to produce the hormones of the pituitary. Then it maintains the function of the other parts of the body, other organs of the body, other glands of the body. Frog anatomy reveals elegant adaptation for the dual lifestyle. The body lacks a neck and tail with a head and trunk design optimized for swimming and jumping. powerful hind limbs with webbed digits enable swimming, while the muscular structure allows impressive leaping distance on land. The digestive system reflects the carnivorous nature because their alimentary canal is short. A bilobe tongue captures prey while the stomach secretes digestive juices. The duodenum receives bile from gallbladder and pancreatic enzymes, ensuring efficient protein and carbohydrate digestion. Sensory adaptation include bulging eyes with nictitating membranes for underwater protection and tympanic membranes for hearing airborne and waterborne sounds. These adaptations enable frogs to effectively navigate and hunt in both terrestrial and aquatic environment. Okay, because their intestine or the alimentary canal is too short, therefore they are carnivorous in nature. They have to digest very quickly rather than herbivores who have long alimentary canal, just like human, deer, chimpanzees, gorillas, elephants, giraffes, much more. Frog reproductive system. Strategies for amphibious reproduction. Frogs exhibit a reproductive strategy uniquely adapted to their amphibious structure, lifestyle, typically involving external fertilization and development through larval stages in water. Their efficient reproductive system ensures the continuation of their species across diverse aquatic and terrestrial habitats, showcasing a remarkable evolutionary adaptation for survival. Male reproductive system. The male reproductive system of a frog, such as Rana tigrina, consists primarily of a pair of ovoid yellowish testes. These are attached to the kidneys by a fold of peritoneum called the mesorchium. These are very important terms. You must maintain keen attention to them. Are situated in the upper part of the abdomen. The testes produce spermatozoa. From each testis, 10 to 12 fine tubes known as vasa efferentia emerges. How many vasa efferentia? 10 to 12 vasa efferentia. And these vasa efferentia enters the kidneys on their respective side and open into Bidder's canal, which then communicates with the ureter. In male frog, the ureter acts as a urinogenital duct carrying both urine and sperms to the cloaca. The cloaca is common chamber that serves as an exit for fecal matter, urine and gametes. As you can see over here, this is testis. This is placed in the fold of kidney peritoneum called mesorchium. The fold is called the mesorchium. These are the fat bodies. The diagram often asks about these in NEET, that name the label, the diagram. Then this is the Bidder's canal. And this is the rectum, this is the urinary bladder, this is the cloaca, this is the cloacal aperture, this is the urinogenital duct. Because both urine and the gametes passes through them. Female reproductive system. The female reproductive system comprises a pair of large, highly lobed ovaries situated near the kidneys, attached by a peritoneal fold called the mesovarium. Again, over the kidney, called the peritoneal fold, called the mesovarium. Here it was called the mesorchium. Here it is called the mesovarium. Very, very important. The ovaries produce numerous ova. Unlike the male system, the ovaries are not directly connected to the kidneys. Each ovary releases mature ova into the coelomic cavity. From there, the ova are collected by the pair of long convoluted oviducts. Each oviduct has funnel-shaped opening ostium near the heart, and each captures the released eggs. As eggs pass down the oviduct, they are coated with albumin layers by glandular secretions. Both oviducts open separately into the cloaca. Separately into the cloaca, and through cloaca the gametes will pass. As you can see, this is the urinary bladder, this is the cloaca, this is the ureter, and this is the oviduct. They are all separate, and in the cloaca they unite. During the breeding season, usually during the rainy months, male and female frog migrate to water bodies for reproduction. The male clasps the female from behind in the process of amplexus. Well, this is not very important, not asked in NEET. Using specialized nuptial pads on the forelimbs. Just I said, the forelimbs consist of four fingers, and here it is the pouch. It holds to the female frog. This stimulates the female to release her egg in cluster in the water, while the male simultaneously release sperms over them, leading to external fertilization. This is very, very important. There is no internal fertilization, there is only external fertilization. The fertilized eggs, zygotes, develop into tadpole larvae, which undergo metamorphosis to transform into adult frog, completing their unique life cycle that bridges both aquatic and terrestrial environment. Well, this is the image, but the actual thing is just like this. Here comes the eggs, here comes the sperms, and here it fertilizes and forms zygote. Okay, so test your knowledge. These are some 15 questions, and you can find each and every answer through the slides given before. Okay, so how to tackle these questions? This question encourages you to think critically through about the relationships between the structure and function across different levels of biological organization. Consider how each adaptation serves the organism's survival in its specific environment.